Over the course of 10 days, world-renowned writers and dedicated readers will come together to explore and discuss some of our time's most pressing issues and ideas. Let's welcome Sarah Moriarty, Executive Director for the Charleston Literary Festival. Glad to have you with us. You've got some astounding names this year.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us.
Great to have you with us.
We're so happy to be here.
Let's dive in because I'm seeing Margaret Atwood, and she's going to be part of this year's festival.
Absolutely. So the Charleston Literary Festival will run this year in downtown Charleston. It's our 7th year, from November 3rd to November 12th. We have two locations, the Circular Congregational Church and also the Dock Street Theatre.
Yeah,
and we've got lots of wonderful authors, and we've just announced our first big list. And among them is Margaret Atwood, as you said.
For a lot of people know her, if not by her name, but by her work.
Yeah, so Margaret Atwood famously wrote The Handmaid's Tale, which is a cultural sensation. And she's just released a collection of short stories called Old Babes in the Wood. It's her first collection of short stories in about 10 years, almost 10 years. And they're sort of a meditation on, she's a little bit older now, so a meditation on sort of being a bit older, but also there's a little bit of magic in there, and they're short stories. So you can pick them up, read one before you go to bed, read one if you're waiting in a dentist office, and they're really great, engaging magic. I mean, it's Margaret Atwood.
Absolutely.
So she's going to join us at Charleston Literary Festival virtually for an event this November.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that.
Super excited.
And a very different story, All the Beauty in the World. I just adore the story behind this book. Tell us a bit more about the author, if you would.
This is a really special story. So this is a non-fiction book written by Patrick Bringley. Patrick Bringley was a writer working at the New Yorker.
The New Yorker.
At the New Yorker, yeah, in New York. And then his brother died of cancer. And he suddenly felt like he needed to press pause on his life. I think in the book he calls it, he wanted to find a loophole. And the loophole that he found to kind of press pause was to go and work as a museum guard at the Metropolitan Museum in New York.
That is so unorthodox.
Yeah, I think he just said, okay, I want to take all the pressure out of my life, but I want to, keep going, and so he became a museum guard. And then the book itself is a little bit of a memoir about his grief and his grieving process. But it's also a book about what he's learned looking at people, looking at the most beautiful art in the world, and also what art does for us, how it helps us to heal, what we can learn from it. It's a beautiful, beautiful book.
And I think that's a fascinating exercise in just humanity in general, because as a New Yorker writer, here you are, obviously an observer of the world around you and people and places and things, but then now you're immersed in it as a guard over art. So to see art through the eyes of others seems like a rather profound exercise.
Yeah, there's a lot of descriptions of art, which is always fascinating, and also just like what art can do for us and has done for us through generations. So
absolutely,
yeah, it's fascinating.
That's wonderful. All right, tell us about this one. I have some questions for you, and I've got some more questions for you too, Sarah, just so you know.
Yeah, Rebecca Mackay, so I mean, Pulitzer Prize winner for The Great Believers. If you're thinking about Charleston Literary Festival, we're like, okay, you can go online and check it out. You can also go find the books. You can also organize your friends. If you're in a book club, this is your book club book.
Oh, great.
So I've got some questions for you. It starts with a murder, an unsolved murder, and then she sort of goes in from there. But it's exquisitely written and very clever sort of genre play inside this like murder world, and it's really fun. So that's your book club book.
And I just adore, though, the Charleston Literary Festival. It not only allows you to have your horizons open to new books that maybe you would have come across or not, so you get introduced to a lot of things that you don't even realize exist, but then you also get up close and personal with the actual voices behind the pages. So it's a unique connection right here in Charleston, which I think is fascinating as well. Yeah,
like we like to invite nationally renowned authors and really create this sense of place in Charleston and connect them to the local community. That's really important. And we have book signings at every event, so you can get your favorite author to sign your favorite book, but you can also meet other people who love books. So it's a great way to sort of make friends and have fun and share conversations with people who have similar interests.
And it's so nice to take it offline and in person as well. And so people can find these books where?
charlestonliteraryfestival.com. We also, you can go downtown. Our official bookseller for the festival is Buxton Books. Shout out to Polly Buxton at Buxton Books. On King Street, you can find all of the books there. You can also find them at your local library, Charleston County Public Library.
Indeed. And then you also have some early bird tickets, so people who want to join in. And then, I mean, you can't pick two better places, the Circular Church and also Dock Street Theater. Wonderful venues for this festival, of course. But real quick, for people who want membership or want to get access to the festival, where should they go? What should they do?
Yeah, also charlestonliteraryfestival.com.
Okay.
So currently we're selling all access passes, which means it's an all you can eat. We're going to have 30 plus events. You can attend all of them. It also includes a ticket to our opening night party on November 4th, which is going to be at the College of Charleston, one of our academic partner.
Yes.
It's booked with a bang.
Yeah.
But the full session tickets will go on sale on September 7th.
Okay.
So if you sign up for the newsletter, you'll get a little ting to let you know.
And you're encouraged to plan now. So you've got the bookends, you've got short story, the full Monty, which great title, and so you've got choices of how to attend as well.
Absolutely.
Right.
You can buy individual sessions, or
Yes.
you can buy the all you can eat.
All you can eat. I like all you can eat. Wonderful. November 3rd through the 12th. So multiple sessions. Make sure you sign up sooner rather than later because tickets do go very, very fast. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Layla.
Great to see you. We're back after this.